Good evening, everybody. I'd like to share with you the contents of my Pew Leaflet letter from this past Sunday, the 2nd of August. The Christian apologist and author C.S. Lewis described his conversion from atheism to Christianity as being surprised by joy. It was encounters with joy in literature and music that awoke in him an overwhelming desire for joy and led him in time to the source of all joy. It's worth reading and rereading, as I currently am doing, Lewis's autobiography, Surprised by Joy. There are other images for this life-changing discovery: finding unexpected treasure in a field, at last coming across the pearl of great price and selling all that we have to gain that field of treasure or that pearl. Those are images we find in Matthew chapter 13. And all of them are images of the kingdom of God. Joy, the pearl of great price, the hidden treasure. The feeding of the 5,000 in today's gospel reading of Matthew chapter 14 points us to another image of joy, another image of the kingdom of God. And that is the image of the feast, the wedding banquet, the feast of rich food and good wine that we find in Isaiah chapter 25, or wine and milk in Isaiah 55. There's immense symbolism in this meal. It is a Eucharistic encounter. Jesus takes the bread, blesses, breaks, and gives it to his disciples, who give it to the people. It's the banquet over which Jesus provides and presides. It's a foretaste of the coming of the kingdom of God. It points to the Last Supper, when Jesus took bread and the cup of wine with the words, "This is my body, this is my blood." Jesus satisfies our hunger and thirst for heavenly food, for joy, for the treasure, the pearl that makes life worth living. The COVID pandemic has propelled us into a far greater awareness of the need to feed people. The food parcels and vouchers that go out every couple of weeks meet a very real need, just as the hungry people were fed by Jesus in our gospel reading. People continue to be in need, and I am grateful to all who help with food in any way. We're like those disciples who bring the 5 loaves and 2 fish to Jesus. We offer what we have and who we are. Jesus takes us, blesses, breaks and transforms us, and gives us to be life for the world. The feeding of the 5,000 in Matthew's Gospel comes immediately after a very different sort of banquet. The banquet presided over by Herod Antipas, at which, in fulfillment of his foolish promise to Salome, he orders the beheading of John the Baptist. And you can read about that in the first 12 verses of Matthew chapter 14. That banquet was a scene of lust and greed, corrupt and brutal power, the abuse of authority, betrayal and deceit, and ultimately murder, a complete contrast with the compassion and mercy and healing that characterized the feast shared by Jesus. We have in this juxtaposition of these 2 meals an invitation to be part of the meal and the way that leads to life, being part of the kingdom of God. My love to you all, and God bless you. Thanks for watching.